welcome to the RPG Blender, where we give lesser played games or forgotten settings the roll the dice they deserve. I'm your host, Game Master George, thrilled to welcome you to the next chapter in our adventure. Our heroes have found signs of an assassination by a creature of death. Now they ask, where is Adramalihk? Find out as we explore a new land of power and ancient secrets in Exalted. Meanwhile... Welcome to the RPG Blender. I am your host, Game Master George, and today we are returning to Exalted. Joining me today is Greg. Say hello, Greg.
Hello, how's everyone doing? I hope you are having a wonderful day today.
And introduce us to who you're playing, of course, and don't forget your fun fact.
Oh, I did forget my fun fact. So the character I'm playing, of course, is Sinis Nadala, although he doesn't like being called that. His preferred name is Adramalihk. And fun fact about Adramalihk is that I might have already said he's a vegetarian. Crap.
A well-established fact. I don't think, no, you did. You did kind of say why.
Yeah, it's to do with his love of animals. Did I expand on that his love of animals was instilled in him by one of the servants? I might have done
I don't
that as
believe
well.
so.
Oh, okay. I thought I might have said that in one of the other episodes, but I'm not
Well, if
sure.
you did, this is a freebie for you.
Yeah, so the one of the servants in the stables who trained him to ride horses and also kind of was a mentor to him because his father was somewhat distant, was his mentor of sorts that instilled his love of animals. So yeah.
What was this mentor's name?
Onemaeus.
Okay. All right. So also joining us tonight is Nobody. You see, we are going to be going back in time tonight. We're going to be returning to that moment when Adramalihk disappeared from the party to investigate what might have happened, to see these last few days from Adramalihk's eyes. Going to be a unique experience for him, I'm sure, being a solo venture for our roguey type. So, to give him a little refresher, and to indicate to you all where we are traveling back to, when last we met our heroes, they had engaged in social combat with the Council of Nachara, in addition to two champions from the realm. One, Sinus Nanawe, and another, I believe, unnamed individual who accompanied her. Through some rather intense back and forths, eventually you were able to convince the council to go along with your plan to go back out into the woods and attempt to convince this barbarian horde that you would simply give them whatever they wanted as long as they went away. A plan that could maybe have some merit, and one that didn't directly oppose the agents of the realm, so they didn't overly fight you on it. However, as you then left... As you finished this meeting, the agents of the realm stayed behind to meet further with the council. And where we pick up, Smiling Mountain and Barath, as well as Adramalihk, are beginning to make their way out of the council chambers. Adramalihk, what do you do?
Well, I'm a little miffed seeing my relative in this sort of situation, and also I'm just still a little on the outs with Dirham after trying to appease him for however much I could, still not being able to be in his good graces. I'm going to veer away from the group and make my way back to the ship. Unless they're also making their way back to the ship. I don't know what choices they made.
They are not. Barath and Smiling Mountain begin making their way toward the guard station, where they can hopefully acquire some horses in order to be able to travel quickly.
Yes, from Captain Najalan. Yeah.
From Captain Najalan. Good, one person remembered that name. Okay. And meanwhile, you emerge from the council meeting and begin making your way toward the boat, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Give me your perception awareness as you travel.
Excellent. So I'm wow, this is fun. Back in Exalted. First Exalted roll. So perception awareness. Would this be constituted as crowds? Since the streets would we be in like a crowd?
Yes, because of the time of day that this council meeting was, there is still a crowd around.
Okay, so let me see if I remember how to do this correctly. As I'm walking back to the boat, I'm sort of ambling, sort of nonchalantly. But as I do so, I'm going to sort of perk my head up around and survey the crowd. Uba on my shoulder. Actually, I don't remember. Did it bring Uba with us to the council meeting?
I don't believe it was established. So
Okay, so
you are free to have Uba or not.
I think he was very quiet. I told him to be very quiet and not disturb anything. So he was hiding in my shirt or something. So he'll poke his head out, perch himself on my shoulder, and look around as well. And as we do so, I sort of take in the sights and sounds of the city of Nachara.
Okay. I'll give you a 2 dot stun.
Ooh, okay. So I add
2 dice and 1 automatic success.
1 automatic success. And I have 3 for awareness, and I have 3 for perception, and I have the slight perk for crowds. So that would be 3, and then the extra perk is 7, and then the extra 2 dots, so that makes that a 9. So I'm going to roll 9
Got it.
D10 with 1 automatic success. Is there anybody that is 4 successes? A little on the low end, but we'll take it.
Yeah, 4. You know what? 4. That's not bad. Oh, no 10s. That's why it seems low.
Yeah.
All right. As you are making your way through the crowds, out of the corner of your eye, you spot someone that you almost recognize. It takes a moment for it to click. But it is the individual who entered the mask shop after you, when you were leaving. There was a rather flamboyantly dressed individual who entered there after you. This man does not appear to be following you. He's just kind of walking down a side alleyway.
Oh, now a man of his flamboyancy and status or stature, would it be in character of him, by my assumption, to walk into a random alley?
Yeah, I mean, if he has business there, possibly.
Perhaps I'm inclined to try and find out what business he has there. So I will sort of silently mosey to follow him.
All right. You're going to give me your stealth, your dexterity stealth, please.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to do that as I quickly reintegrate my brain with all of these charms. Dear God.
Yep. Welcome back.
Okay, I am going to use my easily overlooked presence method, which allows me to hide in plain sight, unnoticed through crowds. When active, no one can notice the solar.
Oh.
I think that's the...
The lawgiver evades detection by hiding in plain sight, able to drift unnoticed through crowds or alone. Blah, 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 blah. When active, characters cannot notice her unless she takes overt action. Such actions include any display of prowess, leaping from the street to the rooftops, braving a snowstorm in summer clothes, etc. Join battle always counts as an overt action. It does not work against alert guards or those who intend to stop everyone, but can be overcome by magic only if the user has a minor or greater intimacy to the solar. Interesting. Or major defining a.
That makes sense, because they would know who I am. That's cool. Yeah. Perfect. That's what I wanted to do, baby. Hey, I'm back at it. Okay.
All right. You fire off 3 motes, I assume from your personal pool.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna let anybody know that I'm glowing. Not that actually, if I did this, they would not be able to see me. How does that work? That's like
it's only multiples of 5 that cause you to glow anyway.
Oh, so then yeah, fuck it. Oh wait, no, but they can still smell, right? They can still like people who are also like me can sense if I'm drawing from peripheral things, to my knowledge.
You could give me a lore and an intelligence lore roll to see if you know that.
Adramalihk is not giving a shit in this moment, so I'm not going to even though I would like to know lore-wise, I'm not going to do that. I'll do it for my personal pool. I'll spend 3 motes for my personal pool. That's
all right.
The most logical thing to do.
Okay, you spend 3 motes from your personal pool and begin to trail this individual. You can give me let's see, what's going to be a good tracking roll or managing to keep an eye on them. You can give me you can give me either perception awareness or perception survival to track them.
I'm going to use my perception awareness, because as long as he's sort of weaving through the crowds, that's how I'm going to be able to find him, because I'm very good at doing that.
All right.
So as I now move unnoticed through the crowds, easily weaving like a shadow silkily through the crowded streets of Nachara, I will keep my eyes locked on one particular part of his garment, the most outstanding one, perhaps his hat, because I feel like the top of his head would be the easiest to see. So his funky looking fancy hat, I'm going to train my eyes on that, and I'm going to follow him.
All right. I'll give you a 2-dot stunt. Feeling generous because of the danger you're walking into.
Wait, what was that? What?
Huh?
Huh? 3 successes.
You got 3 successes?
Mhm.
All right. Let's see how he does.
Yeah, kind of low again for 9. It's about a 50% chance, right? I should be getting like, especially with the 2-dotter, I should be getting around like 5 maybe.
Yeah, wait, that was 3 with your automatic success? Oh man, yeah.
Yeah, it was bad. It's bad rolls, yeah.
Yeah, the rolls are not going in your favor tonight. Okay. Good
When
start.
do they ever, George?
That's fair. All right, so you begin tailing him through the crowd. Unfortunately, he seems to be well versed in the art of moving undetected. The fact that you saw him that first time seems to have been a bit of a fluke. Either that or he just had some very lucky moments here. And after tailing him for a few streets, you do unfortunately lose him in a larger crowd. However, through your tailing process, you were able to get an idea of a direction that you were heading. He seemed like he was heading back the way that you had come, albeit through some side paths.
Okay, well, he definitely knows the city better than I do, as he's one of the mask shoppers, so he's probably one of the important members of that inner circle. I'm going to head in that way, not breaking my pace or my stride. I'm trying to still blend in with the crowd, but I'm going to whisper to Uba on my shoulder. I'm going to say, up on the rooftops, go up and sort of signal to me if he's in that direction. I need a bird in the sky. And then I'll slip him a grape, and he'll scurry on up one of the buildings onto the rooftops. So now I have a little bit more of a bird's eye view, as I was saying.
Okay. All right. And you can look through his eyes whenever you choose.
Yeah.
All right. So then you continue heading in that direction?
Yeah, in the direction that I surmise he's going, yes. Okay. Unless Uba notifies me otherwise, or unless, as looking through him, I see him heading a different direction, then I'll veer off.
All right. Let's see how Uba does.
Come on! I spent all these points on this pet for a reason.
Wow. On 5 dice, Uba got 4 successes. All right. And okay. You, as you're walking down the path, you feel something slight nip at the side of your neck as you're walking.
I reach out instinctively and touch at it. Yes. Do I like draw blood, or is it like a dart or something?
It's not a dart. You don't feel blood or anything like that. But as you go up, your hand brushes against something that's on your shoulder, something very small.
I sort of draw it up to my right eye and I inspect it closer.
It is a grape seed.
Oh, I look up from where Uba is perched, I assume.
Yes, you look up. So you look up to where Uba is perched?
Yeah.
Great. You look up to where Uba is perched. You can see that he is gesticulating slightly, but trying to be stealthy and not.
Oh, he's doing a good job.
Yeah.
Nice.
And he's like pointing in a direction, jumping up and down.
Oh. And I'm going to point in the direction that I think he's trying to gesticulate and give him like a nod. Good job, Uba. And I will begin walking in that direction. And as I pass under him surreptitiously, I'll like toss a grape up into the rafters of the
Uba will leap
building.
And deftly grab it in his mouth and then begin chasing along at the rooftops.
Awesome.
All right. So what this gives you is it gives you a second chance to attempt to tail this individual.
Oh God, let's not fail. Okay, so yeah, now aided with my monkey friend on the rooftops, being that reconnaissance for me, I will again move in this direction with full faith and trust in Uba, but also now I'm really looking at some of the people in the crowd too, sussing out reactions, like seeing, oh, like this person's like got like a disgusted look, like ugh, like some crazy guy just walked by, some of the commoners perhaps have like more disdain for the wealthier, and so like seeing maybe if anyone is commenting on his appearance, because again he's a little strange, he's more flamboyant. So as I walk through the streets listening around me, in addition to keeping my eyes sort of trained ahead for that any glimpse of that hat, as I roll.
All right, I'll give you the 2-dot stunt.
You're so generous, George, and I can only fail you again with a 4.
Oh man,
it's not
this
not
is not being friendly to you tonight. Oh boy,
really not.
Okay, but he didn't roll much better. So You are able to acquire his trail once more and begin following him through the streets of Nachara. Eventually, you do find yourself back at the warehouse where you had been meeting with the council. Once he arrives there, he stands at the back of the building and leans up against the wall and just seems to be waiting.
I will also wait. I assume since he's alone, I am now also alone, but that would mean my charm still works. So
Your charm does still work, yeah.
I will sort of, lean up against a wall and sort of just blend in, looking nonchalant and like maybe a sleeping worker or something, just trying to blend in.
Okay.
And I will wait and see who he's meeting, because obviously he's here for a reason.
All right. You wait for a little while. It takes about 40 more minutes before, from around the corner, you see Sinis Linawe, as well as her companion.
Oh, fuck. Shit.
Walking around the corner and in this direction. Your easily overlooked presence is probably less likely to necessarily work to someone that you've just been engaged in debate with and is a member of your house and whom you called attention to the fact that you're blood related to earlier.
You are right, George. You're very correct. But she did not see my monkey. So I will skedoodle away, but I'll motion to Uba and I'll give him like the stay here motion and like point with my eyes at the masked person.
Okay.
And I will
crunches on the grape that you gave him, spits out some of the seeds into his hand to be ready to throw at you again.
Nice. We're on the same page. Good. Very good.
Okay. And then you wait around the corner. Are you looking through Uba's eyes, or are you just waiting for his signal?
I do want to look through his eyes. I'm not much of a lip reader, but I could give it a shot, I mean, I want to garner any information I can, because especially having her almost embarrass me in there and I lost my cool for a little bit. I definitely want to one up my cousin.
After all, it's you who cause other people to lose their cool, not the other way around. That's
exactly. I'm the annoying one. She can't beat me at that.
I was going to say instigator. I was going to be kinder there with the word.
I'm fully aware what I am, yeah.
All right. So Sinis Linawe, leading the way with the other unnamed individual behind, approaches this flamboyantly dressed individual. You can give me a what to read lips. It's going to be a perception. Perception. Ooh, this is a hard one.
Perception linguistics?
Linguistics is writing, usually.
Oh, that makes more sense. Yeah,
so we'll give it perception investigation, because you're actively looking at the lips and attempting to interpret what is going on there.
Okay, so I have a 4 for this. I can spend motes from my personal pool.
If you have the excellency in investigation.
Is that what an F is? Is that what that means, or no?
If it is a favorite ability, then yes, you do automatically have the excellency.
Then I'm excellent at investigation. And
that means that you can spend a number of motes equal to your current pool in order to gain that many dice.
Oh, wow. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I have with perception of 3 and investigation of 1, that's 4. So I can spend up to 4 to double it to 8.
That's correct.
So that's what I'm going to do. And I will spend that for my personal as well. I don't want anybody sniffing out my exalted blood. And as I do this, I really like hone into Uba. I kind of like even hunch over, like I'm standing next to a barrel, and I kind of like hunch over and put my hands on the barrel. Like as I lean forward, Uba also grips onto the edge of the roof and like leans forward, intently like gazing at their lips. And
okay, I'll give you the 2 daughter.
Oh wait, I didn't add the extra. Whoops, I only did because it would be 8d10, so I'd have to roll the extra 2, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so roll them.
2d10. Oh hell yeah! Wow. Okay, so that's 9 successes. Wow, that makes up for everything else.
Seriously, 9 successes. All right, so as you peer through Uba's eyes, watching these individuals approach, as Sinis Linawe gets closer, the gentleman speaks. Do I even do the... whatever. Okay, gotta distinguish it for the listeners, so gotta do the voices. All right. So were you able to get the information we need? Yes, we were. We have their agreements. The others are already gone, I believe. off to hopefully take care of this other problem. And meanwhile, we are free to patrol this city to find the real target. Very good, very good. All right, so do we have any ideas where to start at this point? No, Dava, I'm not sure yet. Hopefully Tillis has found something. Very well, then let's be off, shall we? Let's head back. Let's head back and see if we can't reconvene. Right, on our way then. They head off to the city.
And I kind of break out of Uba, and I'm like thinking to myself, oh, they're looking for us. But they don't know they're looking for us quite yet. At least that's what I think. Hopefully Tillis has found something. Tillis. She was by herself in this, right? It was just her talking with
It was just her. The other unnamed individual was still there. However, she did not speak. It was just Senis Lanawe and this individual she called Dava.
And they were talking about Tillis finding something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember Tillis from anything, but that could be another member of the Immaculate Order who's in the city hunting for exalts like us, the anathema. So I have to warn my friends, but I don't know where they are. So I'm going to make my way to the boat because that's our hub of operations. But as I start walking towards the boat, I'm like, wait a minute. They don't have a lead, but if they're suspicious of us at all from that conversation we just had, I'm sure our boat is public knowledge. I should try and find our friends before regrouping there in case it's compromised. I'll go to the locations that we frequented before, which was the captain's barracks, the guard barracks. So I'll start making my way there.
You make your way to the guard's barracks. What do you do there? You arrive there without any difficulty, unless you choose there to be difficulty.
No. And as we get there, I signal for Uba to come down from the rooftops and join me. He scurries up into my shirt, gets a little nice, snug and comfortable in my breast location, and I sneak him a grape. I sort of like whistle and casually walk up to the first guard there. Oh, hello there. Have you by perchance any way seen my compatriots?
Who are you?
You know who I am? That's all right. Look, the big hulking guy, kind of impossible to miss.
Oh, the mountain guy.
Yes, that's it. That's the one. Yes.
Oh, yes, they, believe they left the city near an hour ago. Probably long gone on their horses.
They left without me? Oh, God. Okay, well, that's terribly inconvenient. Did they...
Makes you feel better? They seemed to notice when they asked for 3 horses that there were only 2 of them left, and then, well, they only took 2 because there were only 2 of them.
Oh, so there wasn't a 3rd horse?
No, unfortunately not.
Okay, if I needed a 3rd horse, is there any way that you could point me in a direction that I could find one?
I'm sure there are many stables here in the city, if you so desire.
Oh, okay, well, if you could just point me in the direction of the nearest one, I have to catch up with them. It's very important, as I'm sure you're aware, with the impending attack on the city and whatnot, we're trying to sort that out.
Okay, give me your manipulation presence.
Hey, my manipulation's not that good. That's 2 and 2. So as I'm cajoling with him, I'm sort of trying to put off the vibe that I need help, but not like that I'm a beggar or anything, but like I just need like the right push to just I can solve this by myself. I'm capable, but I do need direction because I'm still somewhat new to the city. But I am in. There's like an air of respect. Like I recognize him as the authority as a guardsman. So hopefully, if that like posits any good reaction on his part to me, not like he's gonna like just brush me off like you're being rude.
All right, I'll give you a dot stunt. So that's 2 dice.
Okay, so I roll 2 plus my manipulation of 2 plus my, what was the last one? It was
2.
Presence of 2, so that's 6. 2 successes.
Okay, with 2 successes. There's a stable yard about 3 blocks down that way. They should be able to outfit you if you have the means.
Excellent. Yes, that will be most efficacious. Thank you so much. Thank you. And I will scurry off towards that stable, sort of muttering to Uber, can you believe they left us? I mean, I was gone for like 45 minutes. Like, the nerve.
Okay. You make your way to the stable. There is a single individual working it, obviously highly overworked, taking care of roughly half a dozen horses, as well as about as many various livestock type animals.
Good day. Hi there. How are you doing?
I'm good. Sorry, I'll be right with you, sir. Let me just take care of this horse first.
Oh.
All right.
Need any help?
Well, he walks over. Well, maybe I could. And then the horse tries to bite him as he tries to give him the oats.
Whoa there. Yeah, I'll try and approach the horse with my hands very low to the ground, and kind of keeping eye contact with the horse, sort of slowly breathing. Just easy there, girl, easy. And then with my hands still visible, I just slowly reach and grab some of the grapes that I have from my pocket, and I hold them out to the horse. Take it slow, nice and slow. Hey, oh, it's okay. And I try and console her so that she'll settle down as he fastens the bridle or the saddle or whatever he's trying to do.
Yeah, he's trying to give it the oat bag on the front of the mouth.
Oh yeah, the muzzle thing. Yeah.
Yes. You can give me a charisma either survival or ride.
I'll go for survival because I have 1 in that. That's still a low roll. Do I get any dots?
You do get a 2 dot stunt for that.
Okay, so that's 2, 3 plus a 2 dot stunt. So that's 5 plus an automatic success. So 5d10. Let's see what we get. So that's 2 successes.
All right. On the horsey roll, you make your way forward, offering the grapes. The horse seems to begin to calm slightly at your approach. Then this other guy starts coming forward, and obviously he's not paying as much attention as he should be. And as he goes to slip the muzzle on, he gets a little bit too close, and the teeth latch out and actually catch on some of the arm when you thought they were going to be going for the grapes, and crunch in. And I believe horses' jaws are actually pretty freaking strong, right?
Yeah. They're like hippos. They're like monsters. Jesus.
Yes, as he lets out a cry as part of his arm just gets crunched in this horse's mouth.
Oh, goodness, I'm so terribly sorry. Oh, shit. I'm going to try and help him. Just sort of slip his arm out, and the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to kind of stroke under the horse's neck by its Adam's apple, kind of give it like a tap, not like punching it or anything, but kind of to upstart it, make it feel like something's in its throat, so it'll unhinge its jaw, and as soon as it does, I'll snake his arm out.
Okay, you can give me a dexterity athletics roll.
Oh wow, that's stuff I'm good at. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's
or dexterity medicine, whichever you'd prefer.
Do I get a dotter for any of that?
You absolutely can have a dot stunt for that.
Okay.
Go for it.
Yeah. Oops, I spelled that wrong. Okay. Wow, that's terrible roll. Wow. Oh. Okay, that's a 3 though. Hopefully that's enough.
Okay. You flick the horse. I guess.
Yeah, I don't want to hurt it. I'm just trying to make it feel like something's in its mouth, so it has to throw up.
You do so. It releases its jaw, and the man falls to the ground in a heap as he's clutching his arm, very quickly shuffling away from this clearly very angry horse.
Sorry about that. And I'll kind of, now that he's a little further away, I'll just grab the oat bag and I'll try to just slip it over the horse's mouth while it's kind of just done with the whole situation.
Okay. You can give me the dexterity ride or dexterity. Let's see, what's the other one that I won't leave there? Dexterity ride or dexterity survival?
I'll do another dex survival.
Okay.
And the way I do this is kind of like the way a doctor would inject you with a shot. They're like, okay, I'm going to count down from 3, 3, 2, and then they stick you on 2. So you're not prepared at all. So I'm not even looking at the horse, but I feel its presence next to me. So I know it's right there. And I'm kind of looking at the man, like addressing him. So all my focus and attention is there. And I just very casually, just slip it right over its mouth.
Just accurately identified the reason why the modern world does not trust doctors. You can have a 2 dot stunt.
Oh, I didn't add the 2 dots. Sorry. All right, 2 more. And the automatic success. Oh, that exploded. Nice. So that's 5 plus 1, 6. 6 successes.
All right. With 6 successes, you do, without too much difficulty, manage to get the muzzle over the horse's mouth, and it begins to happily chew on the oats that are now slightly infused with the blood of its recent victim.
Oh, there's a good girl, yeah. There's some good oats, yes. Good oats, yeah. Sorry about your arm. Are you all right?
Ah!
You have to move a little bit more slow around. Oh, I know. It takes a bit getting used to. Trust me, I got my own nicks, and I sort of hold up my arm, and there's like very faded scars that show. I have quite a bite. I offer my arm out to help him up off the floor.
He takes his hand away from his mangled hand, nicely bloody, and reaches up to accept your hand up.
Yeah, let's have someone take a look at that. Is there anyone else here in the store, or is it just you?
It's just me. I have to go get this looked at.
Is there anyone who can stay here and mind the animals? Do you want me to take care of this? I don't want you to.
Let him rot for all I care.
Oh, okay.
And then he runs away as fast as he possibly can, trying to find someone to take care of his surely to be amputated arm.
Oh, God.
But it's fine. He's clearly an asshole as he just left all these animals to rot.
Right. Well, I can't just leave all of you here. I'm going to take a quick inventory. How many animals are in this stable?
There's a lot. It actually looks a little overcrowded. There are 5 horses of various strength, size, demeanor. There are, let's say, 4 pigs as well as 2 cows.
My goodness. All in this tiny building? Uber, you see this place? It's a straight up war crime, this is, the treatment these animals are receiving.
Disgraceful. Disgraceful.
Agreed. We must do something about this. All right, well, he's going to be gone for a while, I'm sure. We can make our way to the boat. What we're going to do is we're going to get some of our followers to come here and sort this whole place out. I mean, this is just, it's not right. We have to do something. And if our friends are already off riding, I have no direction, or no idea what direction, rather, they're going. So might as well stay here and make sure things are held down as best I can.
Watchers? Watchers?
Well, yes, of course. So I'm going to go to the boat.
Okay. So you go to the boat. Yes?
Yes.
All right. Make your way to the boat.
Wait, why are you smiling at me like that?
Well, no, you had just decided a few minutes earlier that it wasn't safe to return to the boat because there would be watchers.
Oh, yes. But this is more important. Animals are in danger, so
fair enough.
The priorities have shifted. Also, my friends have left the city, so if they were being looked for, they would know that they left. So I feel like that situation has abated at least somewhat.
All right.
And if it hasn't, then I get captured, and that's why I wasn't in the last episode.
All right. So you make your way back to the boat. You are not accosted along the way.
That's good.
Although, important question: do you wash off the blood from your hand first?
I'm sure I do. That's
okay.
That seems like a thing I would probably do without thinking.
Okay. Relevant information. You make your way back to the boat unaccosted.
Okay, sweet. As soon as I get back to the boat, I'm looking for Harold. Horace. Horace, my God.
Horace is not hard to find. That's your boat.
Horace, good to see you. Very good.
To have you back, sir.
Excellent to be back. Plans have changed a little bit. We've ran into a bit of a stint with the discussion with the members of the circle. They've decided to give us a bit of a leeway to go out and converse with the Silver Hand, see if we can come to some sort of arrangement with what they want with the city. And if we can give that to them, then the entire warring tribe will leave the city alone. Although I'm sure the Law of Autumn will still make an attack of some effort. But I'm sure with the help of the city's defenders, we should be able to keep her at bay. Regardless, that's all in the past. There's a menagerie of animals that are currently unattended and in hostile conditions. It's just atrocious. We need to do something about this. Now, I know this isn't like the most accommodating place in terms of space, but in terms of heart, we accept everyone here on this boat. So if we could perhaps, I don't know, make some arrangements, maybe move around some of the seating. I want to make sure these animals are cared for and fed and protected properly. Can you round up a couple of followers? I want to see if we can get the animals onto this boat.
Of course, the B&E crew?
Yes, of course, naturally.
Oh, very well. We'll be off.
Thank you.
And Horace goes and gathers some of the random followers to make their way to the place that you give him directions to.
Yes.
Okay. That accomplished.
Turning the boat into an ark. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we had a room to fit Invincible too, so you know that's probably going to be the place.
Yep.
And if anything, you know, my followers will like I'll have them build ramshackle like bunk beds, and we'll just stack it up, you know, because we've been kind of huddling all together on the floor, but now if we can get some levels going, we can conserve even more space and fit the animals so they can have some proper housing.
Okay. So Horace heads off to acquire your new menagerie. What do you do in the meantime?
Okay. Now that that's all sorted out, I can leave the city in pursuit of them. That's probably what I should do, in all honesty. All right. I'm going to head down to the hold where the animals are being sent to. Are they here yet, or are
They're
they just
not here yet? No.
Okay, then I'm gonna go and I'm gonna oversee this, and I'll pick out one of the horses to take and follow after them.
Okay. You follow with them, and you arrive there. The horses. There's 5 horses.
Yeah.
Yep, there are 5 horses. There is a small. Gosh, now I need to know what types of horses are. No, there's a small horse. There's 2 medium horses. There's a large horse, and then there is the largest horse, which is the one that is currently munching on the blood oats.
Nice. This horse could be fit almost for Invincible too. Not quite. Still much smaller, but quite a magnificent specimen it is indeed. I wonder if Mountain is riding on a horse of your magnitude, or if he's on one of the smaller horses. Perhaps I shall take you. You might need a bigger one to carry him back. It's only fair. What do you say? Are you up for an adventure? I like you. I'm going to call you Oats. Actually, no, Blood Oats. That's your name now. Come now, Blood Oats.
And you jump onto Blood Oats, the horse?
Yes.
All right. You can give me your dexterity ride to try to tame this foul beast.
Oh, he's not foul. He's just misunderstood.
Is fell a better word? Is fell beast?
This massive gargantuan horse. Okay, dexterity plus that is 6. Okay, so again, now that I know that his preferred thing is oats, I'm sure that since this guy was muzzling him with oats, I'm going to grab. I'm assuming there are oats in the room, so I'm going to grab some oats. I'm going to grab some oats, and I'm going to use these to coax him instead of the grapes, because the grapes didn't work as well. And I'm going to sort of present them to him in the same manner, very very peaceably and everything. And I'm going to sort of lower the muzzle a bit, just be like, hey, we're cool, yeah. And then I'll give him some of that oats, and I'll slowly put the muzzle back on, and as long as he's not bucking or anything, and then I'll be like, all right, now here we go, the hardest part, and I'll hop onto his back, and then I'm sure he starts bucking, and I'm just gonna be like, oh, it's okay, just it's fine. I'm not that heavy. See, honestly, it's not that bad. And I will keep my balance throughout all of this, hopefully. See.
All right, you can give me a 2-dot stunt.
Oh, there we go. All right, 5. That's pretty good.
With a 5, you approach with the oats. You offer them, and as you do your you could almost swear that this horse meets your gaze with a fiery determination, bringing its teeth to bear upon your hand, just barely, seeming to nick a little flesh as it eats the oats from your palm.
A worthy sacrifice. Can't have just oats, they must be blood oats. Only blood oats for blood oats.
You leap onto the back, and indeed it does start to buck, but not as much as you would have expected. It quickly calms, and you feel a warmth emanating from this massive beast.
It's a good girl, or boy, I didn't check. All right, ready for an adventure? Going to head out of the city. Have you been out of the city, or have you been trapped in this godforsaken place all your years? No matter.
Too long.
Am I attuned to now that warmth that I felt? Is that my exalted powers? Oh shit.
No, it literally said that.
It talks.
The other people around kind of. Your followers kind of look in stunned amazement in your direction.
Okay, how taken aback am I that this horse is talking?
I'm gonna say probably pretty taken aback. I don't think you've experienced a talking horse before.
My goodness, not even Invincible 2 could talk. You're magnificent. Oh, what a terrible shame they've kept you locked up in here. Well, don't you worry, Blood Oats. I'll get you out. All right, I'm going to pull on the reins. The left one means I want you to head left. The right one means go right. And I give him a little example. As I say left, I give it a light little tug, and the right one, a right little tug. See, nice and easy. See your head little turn. There you go. And we're going to direct you to the city gates, and we're going to ride out after my friends. I'm sure they'd love to meet you.
Okay. And Blood Oats begins to walk out of the stable. However, in doing so, he does not head for the open gate. Instead, he begins to pick up speed and charge toward the lower wall that was penning it in.
Like to smash through the wall?
That seems like a likely guess, unless it's going to leap.
I'm trusting you, Blood Oats. Here we go. Faster.
Okay. And Blood Oats charges straight into the wall. As Blood Oats connects with it, you can see the bits of leg that actually hit it discorporate slightly, as if they're made of shadow, pass through. Your bit of leg that is there is not necessarily as lucky. Do you choose? Let's get your dexterity athletics to...
Yeah, I'm gonna have to like do like a flip to like...
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit. Oh my god, it's like goddamn fucking Shadow Horse or something. All right, this is awesome. Is it dexterity dodge or would it be dexterity?
Dexterity dodge, yeah, sure.
Okay, sick. I'm very good at that. So yeah, as he goes towards the thing, I probably notice like out of my peripheral that he's passing through rather than like jumping over. And I'm like, oh shit! And I sort of put both my hands and do like one of those Olympic event things where they kind of like put their legs out and like do the spinny thing. You know what I'm talking about? When they're on like the horse. Thank you.
Yep.
I knew that was the name. and I kind of do that with my legs. So I'm on my hands and I lift my legs up so that they kind of, and I push to get over the fence with my hands and then kind of land back down on him once he's on the other side.
Okay, you can have a 2-daughter.
Okay. And that's 7 successes. Dexterity, the thing I'm good at.
All right, 7 successes. You easily vault yourself over the fence as Blood Oats makes his way out of the stable and into the city proper.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, Blood Oats, okay, these are the paths. We're going to go to that way. And I'm going to direct him in the direction that I would know my friends were headed, which is east.
Their eventual destination, assuming that they were going to the same place that they were going to before, would have been east.
So that is the direction I'm going,
right.
Which is the direction opposite the sun, because the sun rises in the west and sets in... No, the direction of the sun.
That is correct.
Okay, direction of the sun. Going the direction of the sun.
Mm-hmm. It is, of course, well into the afternoon at this point, nearing on evening, so the sun is behind you as you're making your way in that direction.
Okay.
All right. Eventually, you come to and pass through the city gates. As you make your way out of the gates, you hear... Well, give me a perception awareness.
Perception awareness. Oh, boy. Perception. Okay, do I get my crowd bonus or...
No.
No crowd bonus.
Nope, you have made your way out of the city and are now alone.
Okay, I'm going to probably be focusing on the road in front of me, so I'm not really looking behind, but it's a noise, so I'll kind of like my ear will perk up and I'll be like, Uba, look, what is that? And I'll have Uba scurry up onto my shoulder, and then I'll quickly, like, while I'm still looking forward, like kind of flash, like morph my eyes so I can quickly look through his eyes and see what's going on.
All right, you can have a dot stunt.
Okay, gets me to 7. And that was a terrible roll. 1 success.
1 success with 3 ones, which means your ones outnumber your successes.
Oh, that's a crit fail. Oh,
that's a
boy.
Crit fail.
Nice.
All right. As you flash into Uba's eyes, there's a moment of disorientation as that happens, and you begin to lose your balance on Blood Oats, as Blood Oats has not stopped its approach. And in that moment where you lose your balance, lose a little bit of your footing, you notice something that is not clearly what you were trying to notice before. No, rather, as you lose your balance and swing slightly over the side, you notice that Blood Oats' hoofs are sinking slowly into the ground with every step.
Oh no. So just as it phased through the wall, it is now phasing downward through the earth. Shit. Okay, so Blood Oats, up. I'm going to like kind of pull the reins up. You're going underground. You have to stay on the ground.
We go see Master.
I don't know if I can come with you. I really hope I can, but I almost hit the wall before, and I don't know if I'm able to go through ground quite as easily as you can. So please keep me in mind.
We see. as Blood Oats continues sinking slightly into the ground. You notice the ground itself begin to almost shudder and then split as darkness seems to emerge from the ground itself. And Blood Oats begins to drive you into this fissure.
Okay, well, no, now I can go through that. I mean, that's an opening. I mean, if it was just solid ground, but no, that okay, sure, might as well. Just stay on it as we ride this train to the end.
You make your way into the ground. After you pass through the fissure, it closes behind you, or at least it appears to. Perhaps it was never truly there. Perhaps it was just some manifestation of an effect that was visible only to you, for you did not hear calls of panic coming from behind you at the city gates, which surely the sight of somebody sinking into the earth and a fissure opening up.
Giant fissure, yeah. That would probably cause some eyebrows to be raised, I'm sure.
Yep. After some time, do you have any way of telling time perfectly?
Not innately as an ability, just really off the sun. I don't think, unless, what's my cast? What's my cast again?
You are night cast.
Does that have anything to do with telling when it's nighttime? I don't know. I'm spitballing here. I have no idea. I don't think to my mind, I don't think I have any ability that directly does anything like that.
There are merits and I believe charms that would allow you to do that. So if you do not have any that are like time sense or things like that.
Not to my knowledge.
Okay. Then after an indeterminate amount of time running through the darkness, seemingly running through the darkness, it is very hard to tell when there is nothing around.
Is Uba okay in like my pocket? Like, is he affected in any way by all this craziness? Or he's just a passenger as well?
As you go to examine Uba, you feel a little coldness from him.
Oh God. I immediately like open up my shirt to check on him. Like, is he breathing or is he like frozen or is he like dead?
Uba looks fine at first, but as you're watching, you can see that there is almost this shadow within him. It's not like it's eating away at him. It's something that is clearly always there. You can give me an intelligence lore.
Oh, good. My intelligence is 1. My lore is 1.
Okay.
I really, I pour my heart into this. I'm like anything that I remember from what I saw with the, oh crap, what's his name? The Mask of Winter. That was the guy who I try and remember anything that he did because I felt cold when I was around him and he was kind of shadowy. So I racked my brains. I like, this is my partner in life here that's in my arms. So I really am like scouring my brain to try and think of anything that could be related to this.
Okay. You can have a 2-dot stunt for calling back to Mask of Winters.
Explosion. Yes. 4.
Wow. 4 dice. You got 4 successes.
4 out of 4.
Okay. It seems likely that this darkness is part of your tie to it, as you are now infused with this dark energy, and Uba is your familiar with this bond. It is likely that this is a manifestation of your power within Uba. That is probably keeping Uba safe here, but what kind of effect might that have had on a living monkey when suddenly it was infused with powers of death?
Yeah. Okay, but he's protected by me, so that's
in theory.
Coming to that conclusion. I kind of heave a little sigh of relief, and I point my eyes towards the horizon, or lack thereof, the complete pitch blackness in front of me as I sally forth into the unknown.
As you sally forth into the blackness of death.
Yes.
Eventually, you do spot in front of you just a small figure which seems to be approaching rapidly. As it draws nearer, you can see that it's of course not moving, and it is a form that you recognize, that of your recently remembered patron, the Mask of Winters.
Well, shit.
Thank you so much for taking the time to enjoy our show. Come back next week for the next part of our adventure, or join our Patreon for early access to the next episode, as well as our Patreon exclusive campaign of Rippers. If you like our content, consider supporting the channel alongside our first patron, Bubble Dirt. But of course, don't forget to check out our tutorials and video plays on YouTube at The RPG Blender. If you want to stay up to date on our releases, you can join our Discord. Check the description for a link. Don't have Discord? No worries, find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at RPG Blender, or subscribe on your podcast app of choice. Music is The Punk Rock Show by My Free Mickey. Copyright 2012, licensed under Creative Commons Attribution License. Thank you again, and remember, there's gaming outside the Forgotten Realms.